tebakan kalian di video sebelumnya. Jadi, bagi teman-teman yang sudah memiliki karya di bidang animasi dan game, teman-teman bisa langsung mendaftarkan karya kalian di official website kami yaitu www.iicms.or.id. Jangan lupa ya.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December,
Señor, lo que daría por llenar este lugar con el tacto de una flor y la música del mar. Cuánto nada cuesta tanto como tener el cielo entre mis manos y no ver a quién se va. Canto ya seguro.
Di bulan Mei nanti, IYSA akan kembali menyelenggarakan event WSEEC untuk keempat kalinya. Dan event ini akan kembali diselenggarakan di Universitas Pancasila Jakarta. Catat tanggalnya ya, event ini akan diselenggarakan 13 Mei sampai dengan 17 Mei 2024. Ayo daftarkan diri kamu dan juga tim kamu melalui website www.wsec.or.id. Sampai jumpa di Jakarta, bye-bye!
Alright, I would like to check again for SMA Negeri 4 Denpasar. Are you here? SMA Negeri 4 Denpasar. Are you here? And then Man Insan Cendekia, Jambi. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the fourth year of YISF and the sixth year of YNSF 2024 series of events. My name is Muhammad Mukarobin.
And my name is Dina Hanifia Ulia.
Today, we will be listening, discussing, and talking about the presentations from the participants in this Inventors talk. And also, we will be having some presentation from 4 dedicated teams from senior high school levels. And at the end of this events, we'll also have a presentation from the mayor of Malang about the book entitled Sedekah Sampah. Okay. And then we'll also have Lelang Sampah before we end these events. All right, first, the chosen team will be presenting their creation, and then our reviewee for today's session, the Honorable Mr. Slamet Budi Cahyono, as the representative of judge, will give his review for the presentation.
Okay, let's get started. For the first team, please welcome Muhammad Fikri Rizal Al-Amin from SMK Negeri 8 Malang.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Muhammad Surya Friansyah. I'm from SMKN Negeri 8 Malang, and my team, Guardian team. Today I can to explain for my project, terus the event IoT-based smart security lock with location detection to avoid motorbike DevSub Guardian. The name of tools and mobile Android mobile application Guardian. Sorry, Guardian app and the tool and Guardian. Nice slide. Okay, next the introduction. Our intelligence security keys suppress traditional key mechanism by integrating IoT's capabilities, making it a smart guardian for your valuable motorcycle. This additional layer of security aims to avoid theft attempts and enhance the chance of recovery in the opportunity event of thefts. Thus, this system provides a more effective and intelligent protection for your vehicle. Okay, next. Next, the method. Okay, the method in this section, we will the research methods used in the development of an IoT smart security system with location detection to prevent motor theft. Next. Okay. So okay, this next. Okay, this place the component. The name is PCB. Does them with books, filter blocks, power shutdown blocks, microcontroller blocks, relay control blocks, the void electromagnetic interface, and maintain the purity of digital and analog signal going to the ESP32. Okay. Next. This the block diagram in the tools. So okay. That in system the battery function and the Ashman power source supplying current to other components. The GPS the fingerprint modules collect data, while the same Labrados L module is responsible for sending message. The ESP32 serves as the system brain. Okay. Next, processing data from fingerprint and GPS coordinates and activating the relay and buzzer according to the preset program. Okay, next. Okay, next. This is a flow card in the application mobile. The begins with a login. Upon successful login, the user enters a control menu for tool navigation. For tool navigation within the control menu. The three options: first, auto tracking; two, manual tracking; three, and starter. Start the motor. Check. Use a fingerprint. Okay. Map three. Four maps the view the motorcycle position, and the third is about logs for an explanation how to the application works. Okay, next. This is a user interface for login and the dashboard. The dashboard is for feature and log, auto tracking, manual tracking, and starter. In auto tracking, the tools can send SMS one minute in the handphone to tracking real time in the handphone. Manual tracking to tools will press the feature tool sending message in the handphone to real time maps. Three, a starter. Two, we can start the motor to start motor. Sorry. Three, discussion. Next. Okay, discussion. Log. This feature provides reports of the bicycle coordinate 3 minutes. The data is a binary through SMS message sent by the same 800L module. Okay, tool maps. The feature enables user to view the bicycle coordinates. On the maps, those user can efficiently the accurable monitor the bicycle location. Okay, next conclusion. The conclusion, your innovative security tool with the name Guardian. The tools name Guardian and mobile application name Guardian is based on application that provider convenience for user track the location their potential stolen vehicles. This enables swift and effective reporting and future action. The primary functionality of this tool lies ability to disconnect the vehicle power supply using a relay module. The relay module is integrated with the application, allowing users to control manually. As a result, users have full control over their vehicle security, adding a reliable layer of protection. Okay. Next. Okay. Next. Okay. Thanks for attention. So, any question for my product in this event?
Check. Okay, applause for the presenter.
Thanks. Sorry, my English is.
Yeah. Okay. It's really nice idea.
Yes, thanks.
It's related because the problem for motorcycle theft is really high in Jawa Timur.
Yes.
Yeah, in East Java, especially in Malang and Surabaya. If you know, in the Instagram,
Yes.
every day there is news about the motorcycle theft.
Yeah.
So this highly relate with the problem. Yeah. My first question, what are your current step for your product? Is ready to sell or just for in the laboratory?
Sorry.
Are your product ready to sell or
Oh no,
still
this is first to pertama kali berkembang. Jadi
in under
for
development?
this
Yeah.
event we are create the tools and the mobile event in version is 1.0 is the step to apa namanya berkembang terus.
Under development.
Yes.
So, what is your problem for
the-
in development?
Oh, this problem to GBS. So this GBS tracking problem because the apa namanya?
Accuracy.
Soalnya pada saat kita tracking pakai GPS itu misal kita parkirkan sepedanya di bawah basement itu GPS-nya itu bakalan jalur jauh.
Out of location.
Ya,
Yeah.
yes. Kita
Yeah,
pakai
yeah.
rumus ya itu. Jadi ada beberapa rumus yang kita pakai, algoritma pun kita manual, nggak pakai library.
Okay, so your problem is in GPS, right?
Yes,
Okay.
GPS and mobile program. Yes, GPS.
Okay. So what are you doing in the future?
It's future solution for the motor theft in Indonesian because soalnya kan di Indonesia kan banyak pencurian motor. Sorry, my English. Soalnya di Indonesia banyak pencurian motor, jadi kita memunculkan ini. Sebenarnya ini banyak di online market, tapi ada beberapa keuntungan lah di alat ini.
Okay, maybe for the attendance, any more question? No? No, I think it's enough. Thank you. Applause.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for Mr. Ilham for your reviews. And Fikri, maybe do you have any question to Mr. Ilham or the audience?
No.
Okay, you can go back to your seat.
All right, everyone. Now, please welcome the next team, Joy and Friends from Christian Petra 5 High School. All right. Okay, you may come forward. Okay, you can start now.
Okay, let me start. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. We're from Petra 5 Christian High School. My name is Sabta Alam as the leader, and this is my teammates. There is Jonathan, there is Christine, Tiffany, and Joy. Before we start our presentation, I will mention a few things that becomes the reason why we do our research. The first one is the city of Sidoarjo, as an industrial city, can produce a lot of organic waste organic waste into the river, mainly caused by the fishing industry, one of which you can see is in the Kamiri River, the river that we conduct our research. And the second one is the government program related to zero waste. So as much as possible, the waste from these industries are not thrown into the river, which require industry to have special handling of their waste. And several industry already have what's called is IPAL or instalasi pengolahan air limbah, but quite a few fishing industry that mainly handling shrimps and milkfish processing factories still dispose their waste into the river and cause water pollution. And the third one is where we come in as a student, where we saw the potential of Spirogyra species resource to help this polluted river to get better. Next. Therefore, let us present our work, namely testing the effectiveness of liquid microalgae as a bioremediation of organic waste in the community river Sidoarjo. Next. Of course, in our research, we do have our ethic clearance or code of ethics. You can see it right there. And next. And our reference for this research came from articles, journal, books, and the internet. And our our method of research will be explained by my team.
Okay, so the method of research that we use in this research is quantitative data and one-way ANOVA. The data collection method is using primary data collection from laboratory tests and secondary method from literature studies. Our first, we start our method by taking a water sample from the Kemiri River and taking Spirogyra species from the river in Wendet, Malang. We conduct research on 5 different samples with each 3-time repetition. Treatment A is using 100 milliliter water. Treatment B is using 25 milliliter sample and 75 milliliter water. Treatment C is using 50 milliliter sample and 50 milliliter water. Treatment D is using 75 milliliter sample and 25 milliliter water. And sample B is using 100 milliliter sample. After that, we added Spirogyra species to the samples and giving aeration. After 20 days, we conduct a research with the help of Faculty of Fisheries and Marine Science, and the test parameters are being absolute growth, growth rate, pH level, salinity, temperature, dissolved oxygen value, COD, and COD concentration.
This is grow rate table. This table is used for us to know what the best treatment for the Spirogyra grow. And as we can see right there, that the best sample is treatment B. Because when we compare it to other treatment, it grow much better. Spirogyra function as indicator of bioremediation of water contaminated with organic materials. Next. And this is graphic for the pH. The increased pH was found in treatment A, B, and C. And for the decreased pH was found in treatment D and E. The highest increase was found in treatment C, which at 4.41%. And for the highest decrease pH was found in treatment D, which at 4.41% initial pH. Next. And next, let us take a look in graphic 2. It's important to know what the best temperature for the Spirogyra grow. And the best temperature is 27 until 28 degrees Celsius.
Next. In graph 3, we can see the dissolved oxygen. Dissolved oxygen is how much oxygen is available in the water for the living organisms. Spirogyra species can help to increase the dissolved oxygen. For example, in sample B, we can see that the dissolved oxygen grows from around 6 milligrams per liters to more than 7 milligrams per liters. Next. The salinity level of all sample before and after 20 days of treatments didn't show any drastic changes. But from literature studies, we found out that Spirogyra species can grow best in freshwater or 23 until 25 ppt. Next. In graph 5, we can see the COD level. COD, or chemical oxygen demand, is how much oxygen is needed to oxidize the pollutant in the water. So the higher level of COD means that there's a lot of pollutant in the water. Spirogyra species can help to decrease COD level. For example, in treatment B, we can see that the COD level decreased to around 10 milligrams per liter. From the original COD is around 25 milligrams per liter. After the Spirogyra treatment, the COD level decreased to around 50 milligrams per liter. This shows that Spirogyra species can help to reduce pollutant in water.
Okay, so as a good researcher, we like to analyze this from SWOT analysis. First, I'm going to explain from the strength. From the strength is our biomedical research are cost effective. Why it's cost effective? Is it because Spirogyra species are be able or are easy to get or we buy to is cheap. So I'm going to explain the weakness. From the weakness in the limited effectiveness of Spirogyra against curtain the pollutant. While for nobility, it can be used for industrial scale application. Last, for the threat, if the pollution reduce the permeation potential of Spirogyra. Okay, from all that, we can conclude that Spirogyra be able to live in wastewater for concentration of 25 milli, or we can say it's similar like treatment B. And for our education, it can be default with more advanced test parameter to maximize the result and should calibrate with SNE, or we can say Indonesian national standard, so that the zero waste program launched by the Sidoarjo government can be immediately accredited. Okay, so that's our documentation. Next. Okay, and this is the end of our presentation. Para 5 for brighter future. Thank you.
Oke. Ya, buat environmental. Ya. First question. Ya. In the nature, where you can find Spirogyra? In the nature, naturally, where you can find Spirogyra?
I believe we can find Spirogyra pretty easily in the river, but for our research, we take the Spirogyra from Wendat Malang.
Okay. I think like in the river or in the high flow area or in the steady area, steady water.
You can find the Spirogyra pretty easily in a mostly steady area like river, steady river. Yeah.
Okay. So in natural, what does Spirogyra do? I think, what parameter in the parameter of your water? What Spirogyra do? So they absorb oxygen or anything else?
Okay, so Spirogyra works. The first one is from the industry waste is moved to the river, and then it will be decomposed by the decomposer. The decomposer is also available with the EPALs, and then Spirogyra can absorb the chemical, chemical from the organic waste.
So it's for to reduce the chemical waste, right?
Yeah. Yes, from the organic waste.
What parameter that it can reduce? Spirogyra can reduce
COD level.
only COD.
COD and pH.
COD and pH. Okay. Mas Budi?
Okay. Okay, come on. Applause to participant. Okay. I think it's a great idea. Okay. A Spirogyra one water quality indicator, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You can pay attention to 5 aspects. The first, urgency. Second, feasibility. Third, relevance. Fourth, functionality. And 5, marketable. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Please applause the participant again. Okay, thank you very much for the judges for the reviews and questions. Maybe from Petra 5 High School, do you have closing statement or anything to say to the judges or to the audience? Okay, thank you. You can go back to your seat. Let's give another round of applause for all of them.
Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now let's welcome next team. Please welcome Kadek and friends from SMA 4 Negeri Denpasar. Okay.
Cytosine. Small bite, big growth. Preventing something with cytosine. So good afternoon all. We are from SMA 4 Denpasar and today we will present about our product cytosine. But before we present about cytosine, let us introduce ourselves first. I'm Devi.
I'm Radha. I'm Jumira.
I'm Mahesa.
I'm Arya.
And now we'll move to the background about why we make cytosine. So the first is the definition of stunting. So stunting is the condition that characterized by lack of nutrients in toddlers among the toddlers growth period. And next is increased case. In 2020, United Nations Statistics notes that 6.3 million of toddlers in Indonesia were stunted and 25,000 of toddlers in Indonesia will die each year. And next is because government and Indonesian community don't pay too much attention to stunting, even though there is increased case of stunting each year. And next is stunting impact. The impact caused by stunting can be permanent and not only visible physically, but also in cognitive problems and brain development. But the impact that are caused including slowing brain development, declining reproductive health, to causing mental retardation.
Next slide. Okay, so what is the definition of cytosine?
Cytosine is a combination of broccoli, spinach, and soybeans, which is these ingredients is contains carbohydrates, proteins, irons, and calcium. And this ingredient is good for preventing stunting. And the functional of our product is for additional food after the toddlers is eat their main food. So our product is not a main food, but our product is additional food. And next, why our name product is Cytosine? Because we use Latin names of our ingredients. They are broccoli or Brassica oleracea, spinach is Amaranthus spp, and soybean is glycine mix.
Okay, the next is basic theory. The first one is edible spoon. Edible spoon is a spoon can be eaten after use. It's specially made from natural ingredients that are safe for consumption. The second is protein. Protein is needed as a first step to preventing stunting in toddlers because its protein acts as a macronutrient, which has the best source of essential amino acids. It's the protein which the body needs to active virus enzyme that can stimulate our growth hormone. The third is carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are needed to preventing stunting in toddlers, so that the energy needed of toddler's body can be made optimally. The fourth is iron. Iron is no less important is for the solution to preventing stunting in toddlers because iron function to spread oxygen from the lungs throughout our body. And the last one is calcium. Calcium can help development of the nervous system, muscle function, and the bone growth of our body.
Okay, next. Okay, now for the research purpose, there is two research purpose in our innovation, such as general and specific research purpose. The first one is general, to prove the potential of broccoli, spinach, and soybean extract as an edible spoon for preventing stunting in toddlers. And the second one is specific, to analyze which concentration is more effective as an edible spoon for preventing stunting.
Okay, the next is material and tools. Material and tools that we use is oven, blender, analytical balance, spoon mold, gloves and mixer, broccoli, spinach, soybean, mocha flour, stevia sweeteners, butter and egg. So why we use three main material, broccoli, soybean and spinach, because they contain a lot of protein, iron, calcium and carbohydrate. All of this content good for preventing stunting in toddlers.
And next is how to make cytosine. Next. First, we prepare all the tools and materials. We wash the materials using sorting methods. And after that, we make the broccoli, spinach, and soybean extract by boiling and blending. And after that, we make a mixture of mocha flour, butter, stevia sweetener, and 1 egg. And we mix the broccoli extract, spinach, soybean into the mixture. And then we put the mixture into the spoon mold and oven in 150 degrees Celsius for 20 until 25 minutes. And now is how to serve cytosine. So cytosine is additional food after the toddlers eat their main food. So after the toddlers eat their main food like porridge, they can eat our edible spoon cytosine.
Okay, we use 5 tests. First test is homogeneity test, organoleptic test, product durability test, nutrition content test, and people liking test. Okay, next. Okay, the first is homogeneity test. We can see our product is homogenetic. And next, in organoleptic test, it can be seen at Formula 4 that the shape is solid, the color is light green, and the smell is typical cookies. Next. In product durability, in product durability test in 1 week at room temperature 20 and 25 degrees Celsius, our product not change from the smell, shape, and the color.
Next. Okay, next to the nutritional content test, as you can see in Formula 4, there is cytosine edible spoon contain 8 grams of protein, 55.8 gram of carbohydrate, 11.8 of gram of iron, and 11.6 gram of calcium. And for product lacking test, we have test our cytosine or edible spoon to 20 tutors, and 17 out of 20 tutors giving react very like to our product.
Okay, the next is total cost incurred for 1 can of cytosine or 5 pieces of cytosine. The first is 13 gram of broccoli is 1,000 rupiah. The second is 13 grams of spinach is 1,000 rupiah. Next is 13 grams of soybean is 500 rupiah. The next is 42 grams of mocha flour is 1,500 rupiah. The next is 9 grams of butter is 2,000 rupiah. Next is 9 grams of cornstarch is 500 rupiah. Next is 1 pieces of egg is 1,000 rupiah. And 2 grams of stevia sweetener is 1,000 rupiah. Next is 9 grams of margarine is 500 rupiah. And the last one is 1 pieces of packaging is 2,000 rupiah. And the total of our cost is 11,000 rupiah for 1 can of cytosine or 5 pieces of cytosine. Next.
Okay, the last is the conclusions. So this is our product. And for the conclusion, the first, the combinations of spinach, soybeans, and broccoli is effective as an edible spoon for preventing stunting in toddlers. And for the organoleptic test, our product, it's have a texture dense, but it can still eat by the toddlers. And our product have a light green colors and it smells like a typical cookies. And for the durability test, our product is can still eat more than 1 week if it's placed in room temperature at 20 until 25 degrees Celsius.
And next is from nutritional content test. Cytosine contain the main nutrients that our body needs to prevent stunting, like protein, carbohydrate, iron, and calcium. And last one from product durability test, there are 17 out of 20 or 85% toddlers that try our product. Cytosine give the very like scale to cytosine. Thank you. And don't forget to prevent stunting with cytosine.
Okay, please give applause to participant. Okay, a good idea.
Thank you.
Stunting becoming a national issue, correct? Okay, but stunting research takes a long time. Okay, how can your research be applied and indicator of the success of your research? Stunting does not proximate test. Okay, okay, come on.
Okay, thank you for the question. Let me answer your question. So our product cytosine contain the main nutrients that our body needs to prevent stunting, like carbohydrate, protein, iron, and calcium. And our product is also affordable, that we can find the ingredients anywhere, so we can make it by ourselves too.
Okay, the one compound to attention and phosphor and Fa. Indonesia Z2C. Okay. Okay, I think it's enough. Come on, Mr. Ilham. Thank you.
Okay. So you guys make a spoon, right? Yes. But the shelf life is just 1 week.
More than 1 week.
More than 1 week. For spoon?
For 1 month, for cytosine durability test is more than 1 week until 1 month.
So for the spoon is more than 1 month. Yeah. So this just comment, right? If you want to make product, yeah, or substitution like spoon, it have to it has to have a long shelf life, because in the distribution, in the storage, yeah, in the storage, I think if your product just have 1 month shelf time, is not enough. So if you want to make a substitution for spoon, right? You for imagination, you produce in Denpasar, and you have to spread your product in the Java, right? Yeah, it's just imagination. Yeah. You send to Denpasar, to Java. They have time, right? Yeah. And then you have to store it, yeah, in the storage. Yeah. I think if your self time just 1 month is not enough for spoon substitution. Okay. I know it's good, but you have to make improvement for your component. Yeah. You know what the component makes short shelf life?
It's because our product is natural and not using any chemical component.
No, it starch, tepung starch. What is shelf time of the starch? Yeah, it's like 3 months. Yeah, 3 months and a year. As I see in your presentation, yeah, you have one component like egg or protein. So that's the problem of your storage or shelf time. So I think in the future you have to think again about your component, so it can store more than 1 month. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe applause again for the presenter. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much to Mr. Ilham and
Okay,
Mr.
okay,
Budi.
okay. Ada yang mau tanya?
Hello to everyone, and hello to the team. So my name is Ranjan, and I am from Malaysia. And my question for you guys for today is, like, where did you guys develop your product? Like, is it in a controlled laboratory or what? Where exactly? Oh, okay, I want to answer your question. Our product, cetirizine or edible spoon, have been do a laboratory test before, such as protein test, carbohydrate, iron, and calcium. And also our product have been tested with the toddlers also. Okay, does that answer your question? Okay, thank you. Okay, one more question.
Okay.
Terima kasih. Maaf saya bertanya dalam bahasa Indonesia aja ya. Jadi berkaitan dengan stunting ini kan kalian membuat suatu produk yang menyamarkan. Karena indikasinya anak-anak sekarang itu kan enggak mau makan sayur gitu ya. Pertanyaan Ibu dua sebenarnya. Yang pertama, kalian sendiri suka enggak makan sayur?
Oke, saya boleh kasih menjawab dalam bahasa Indonesia? Saya izin menjawab, kalau dari kami berlima, kami menyukai sayur dan untuk rasa dari produk kami sendiri itu tidak terlalu terasa sayurnya Ibu. Jadi kemungkinan besar dan sesuai dengan produk liking test yang telah kami lakukan sebelumnya, 17 dari 20 anak-anak kecil yang berumur 1 sampai 5 tahun sesuai dengan target pasar kita itu menyukai produk kami. Terima kasih.
Oke, yang kedua, eh secara gizi begitu ya. Secara gizi anak-anak itu kan memang sulit untuk makan sayur. Nah, padahal kalau tadi kalian membandingkan enggak kira-kira kalau itu langsung diberikan dalam bentuk sayur yang fresh dengan produk kalian itu hasilnya itu kalian pernah nggak memikirkan atau ngetes bagus mana gitu?
Baik Ibu,
Makasih.
baik terima kasih atas pertanyaannya sebelumnya. Saya izin menjawab kembali. Tadi sebelumnya sudah terdapat di layar juga bahwa kami telah melakukan beberapa tes pada produk kami ini. Nah di sana itu ada formula pertama, kedua, ketiga, dan keempat. Yang dimana formula pertama itu adalah brokoli, formula kedua itu adalah bayam, dan formula ketiga itu adalah kacang kedelai. Nah di sana juga kami telah melakukan tes terhadap empat formula tersebut sebelum kami jadikan produk, yang dimana ternyata mendapatkan hasil bahwa formula-formula tersebut lebih banyak disukai anak-anak ketika setelah digabungkan, karena seperti yang kita ketahui juga anak-anak yang masih usianya itu di bawah 5 tahun bahkan sekitar 1 sampai 3 tahun itu kurang menyukai sayur. Jadi ketika kami ubah bentuknya menjadi seatusin ini atau edible spoon ini, itu anak-anaknya jauh lebih menyukai karena bentuknya yang menarik. Juga kami di sini menambahkan stevia sweetener atau pemanis alami dari daun stevia yang gluten free dan juga nol kalori, sehingga itu tidak akan mempengaruhi dari kandungan gizi dari seatusinnya sendiri, sehingga rasa dari seatusin ini itu disukai anak-anak karena rasanya mirip dengan cookies. Terima kasih Ibu.
Okay, before ask my question, let me first introduce myself. My name is Prayoga. I'm from SMA 1 Sidoarjo. And in here, I want to ask what strategies can be implemented to ensure that infants in age 1 until 3 years can effectively consume nutrition, considering the challenge of using spoons at this age. Additionally, how can we prevent the unintended consequence of infants developing a habit of eating spoons rather than the intended target of consuming fibrous foods to combat stunting? Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question.
Let me answer the question. So our product that contain vegetables such as broccoli, spinach, and soybean, and we package in a edible spoon, so the toddlers will eye-catching to our product and want to eat our product because it's eye-catching for them. Thank you.
Can we end the presentation?
Is there any question?
Hello, let me introduce myself first. My name is Dean from SDS Koba Mandiri, and now I'm going to ask the question. Have you experienced any failures during making your product?
Okay, thank you for your question. And let me answer your question. Um, as long we try our cetizen or edible spoon, we have a many experiment before. Maybe 5 until 7 experiment we have been before, and we have been trying many recipe before until we get the best recipe that is a combination of broccoli, spinach, and soybean. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for Mr. Ilham for the review. By the way, Kader Radarin and friends, do you have anything to say to Mr. Ilham or maybe to the audience?
Nothing.
Nothing. Um, okay, you can back to your seat.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, for the last but not least team, please welcome Man Insan Cendekia Jambi. Irambe from Man Insan Cendekia Jambi.
Maybe I start with salam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As I respect the judges, all supervisors, and all my friends as a participant Youth National Science Fair and Youth International Science Fair 2024. Let me introduce myself. I'm Muhammad Lutfi Bahakirambe, and this is my partner Fabian Putra Sulaiman. We are from Manisan Cendekia Jambi. Will present our research by title
Sentubung Budak, forest conservation based on the local wisdom of the Orang Rimba and its relevance to the Jambi's Mayor Law.
Next. Okay, before we go inside more about our research, let's start from the beginning of this backstory of the research is a forest conservation efforts. So forest conservation efforts is the practice of planting and maintaining forest areas for the benefit and sustainability of future generation. So in this topic, forest conservation efforts between citizens and Orang Rimba. So in citizens, or specifically in Jambi City, we have a place named Sejuta Cinta Forest Park. And why does the Sejuta Forest Cinta Park exist to? Because in the Jambi Mayor's Decision number 742, year 2014, they the Jambi Mayors decide to build a Sejuta Cinta Forest Park. For every partner that married, they must plant a tree to complete their task as a married partner. And then because the program from the government of Jambi City become the forest preservation in Jambi City. And what about in Orang Rimba? In Orang Rimba, they have a tree type named Setumu Budak. Setumu Budak is not just a type of tree, but Setumu Budak is also a tradition in Orang Rimba that every child in deep of the forest that they birth in the forest. So the parents should find a tree named Setubu Budak to claim it as their identity. Or we say, and a citizen is akta kelahiran. And then why do the Setubu Budak is refers to the convention? The convention, or they said Solokorimbo. Solokorimbo or unwritten rules, the oral rules, they talk every people in Orang Rimba from years ago about this rule about Setumu Budak. So the Setumu Budak cannot do anything like hurting or maybe cutting down the tree. So there are lots of rules of the Seloko Rimba about the Setumu Budak. So because of that, Orang Rimba do the forest preservation in Bukit 12 National Park. But Orang Rimba doesn't realize about what they do. They doesn't realize if they do the forest preservation. They just knowing about the Solokorimbo that we cannot transgress on the Solokorimbo. So that's why from our point of view, the Orang Rimba do the forest preservation by the Setubung Budak, like that. And next, let's go to the method built by my partner Fabian Putra Sulaiman.
The research method, we use qualitative method and we use three state of method. Firstly, observation. We have made observation by visiting Bukit 12 National Park. Secondly, interview. We have prepared several questions to ask several local residents. And the last, documentation. We carry out some documentation so that it could serve as evidence for this research.
Next. Okay, after we completely to collect the data and discuss all the data, we got a few things about this research. First, Setubung Budak is a local wisdom. Setubung Budak is a local wisdom that Orang Rimba, which is related to the forest preservation. And then for between the two sides, for Orang Rimba and the citizens, for Orang Rimba itself, Setubung Budak as a marker of a birth and family hope for Orang Rimba. And then for the citizen sites, Setubung Budak as a form of forest preservation that which is based on a local wisdom. And then the type plant that used for burying the placenta, there are 4 types of tree inside the forest. First is Setubung Budak, and next is the Tenggeris, and then the Tontolmu leaves, and then the Seligi. And then in the point number 5, we see here is violation and sanctions. So in the Solokorimbo, they lot of rules about they cannot hurt or cutting down the tree. So we see in the point number 1, it's poking or wounding. If we poking accidentally, we will get a 66 kupang piece of cloth, or it costs 300,000 of rupiahs. And then what if we do deliberately? If we poking deliberately, we will get a clean 60 piece of cloth, or it costs 3 millions. Next to the point number 2, the violation of cutting down. If we cut down the tree accidentally, we will get 500 pieces of cloth, or it costs 25 millions of rupiah. It's really big. Also, to the deliberately, if we do deliberately, also we get 500 pieces of cloth, and it costs 25 millions of rupiah. And next, for Setubung Budak, until now, it's still applied by Orang Rimba, even they are not in Bukit 12 National Park. Like they giving birth in the hospital due to emergency, marriage Orang Rimba, and village communities. And last, the regulation of the Jambi City Government, our Jambi Mayor Decree number 742, year 2014, as I said before, concerning the determination of Sejuta Cinta Park forest area, and other Jambi's mayor letter, decision, and other things. Next.
So the conclusion is Setubung Budak and Tenggeris is a tradition honored by Orang Rimba, which is related to the procession of burying the baby's placenta and giving a name to the child Orang Rimba. Next, Orang Rimba has unwritten rules or Solokorimbo, which regulate the implementation of Setubung Budak and Tenggeris, which contains preventive measures. And the last, implementation of Setubung Budak and Tenggeris has external benefits, namely protecting 10 BD from the threat of deforestation and illegal logging.
Next. Okay. After we explain all the things in this research and conclude what is in the research, we recommend it to the government. First, to make a local wisdom Orang Rimba in form of Setubung Budak and Tenggeris is intangible cultural heritage or warisan budaya tak benda from the Ministry of Education and Culture of Republik Indonesia. So that is officially recorded and well documented tradition that has noble value and benefits its implement on massive in the surrounding the environments, and also to re-implement on a massive control basis in the requirement for marriage administration in Jambi City, effort to create a green, the beautiful couple in innovation and implementation. And it is necessary to carry out further research on the dam of the values contained in tradition Setubung Budak and Tenggeris. So guess that's enough for our research. Thank you for everyone to listening. We are from Insan Cendekia Jambi. Insan Cendekia,
go fight win.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Check. So here the next Ministry of Forestry and Environment. Big applause. Yeah. Yeah. As judges, you have an excellent idea because why? First, you use the local content, right?
Yeah.
You use about forestry in Jambi.
In Jambi.
So the local content is one of judging criteria that have a big value. So thus, you guys, I think, have a good potential for the next generation, right? First question. Do you have you are from Orang Rimba or the outside? or
No,
the-
we are
no.
from citizens, not from Orang Rimba.
Oh, you are from the citizen. Why you want to learn more about the Orang Rimba?
Why do we explore to the
Yeah.
Orang Rimba? Because so we have a senior before that already graduate. They have a archive research about the indigenous people Orang Rimba. So we're talking about Solokorimbo. So I really interested to go, me and him interested to go inside the deep of forest about the Orang Rimba. And we don't know what will be the idea we take for Orang Rimba. And then I look at all the archive school research and I saw it talks about Solokorimbo. And then the Solokorimbo is like an unwritten rules, right? And then one of them about the Setubu Budak. So maybe it really interested because talk about the birth of Orang Rimba. So me and him take that topic about this research. Thank you.
Okay, please a big applause. Okay, I'm interesting your research. My question is, what is the main problem in your research?
Okay, let me answer your question.
Okay.
So the main problems about this research, we wanna see how relevant between the citizens and Orang Rimba. So we saw in the citizens about in the year 2014 in the letter number 742, as I said before, it talks about the place they built a place named Sejuta Cinta Forest Park because in Jambi they have a rule when marriage to get a letter marriage. One of them is they have to plant a tree. So they don't know where do they put the tree? Where do they plant a tree? So the government make a decision. The mayor's law make a decision to make a place named Sejuta Cinta Forest Park, like that. And then we go into research to the archive research for our senior before. It talks about Solokorimbo, and I read it. It talks about Sentumu Budak. So I go deep inside to the internet to find what is Sentumu Budak. So Sentumu Budak is in the Bukit 12 National Park website talks about every orang rimba every orang rimba that born inside the forest, they must have a tree, like us have akta kelahiran, like that. So that's we wanna take that. Is it relevant or not? If it's irrelevant, maybe we will give to recommend to the government to make another program that every citizens that born in Jambi City must plant a tree. So in Jambi City forest preservation, like this.
Okay. Okay. Can you explain the stage of your future research?
My future research.
Yeah.
The state. I mean.
Your stage, your next step.
Next step of the research about this, or maybe
yes.
about this.
Yes.
My future maybe maybe go more inside what things inside the orang rimba to recommend to the government in my city, in Jambi City, to have a maybe got inspiration from the orang rimba. So lot things in orang rimba that really had a noble value inside it. So maybe it's good if we do that program. I mean, do that tradition be a program in the Jambi City like that. So. Okay, maybe any question for participant? Okay, okay, I think it's enough.
Yes,
Okay, thank you,
good, sir.
big applause. All right, that was very impressive presentation. Thank you for the judges for giving the team's questions and also feedbacks. Maybe for the team, do you have any closing statement or anything to say to the
Oh,
audience?
I
for the
do.
judges? Yes, please.
So I want to tell to everyone that want to give some quotes about our research. You're no less a murderer if you cut down a tree inside the Bukit 12 National Park. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let's give another round of applause for this team. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to have another presentations. So I would like to welcome Maula Raya from SMAN 1 Sidoarjo. Okay, are you here? All right, okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we will present about our project CBER. But before that, let me introduce our member first. My name is Celine, and this is Nina, Ami, Mira, and Raya. First, epilepsy is a neurological disorder that is incidental. The cause is the possible presence of excessive stimulation and an imbalance between ectoplasm and inhibition that cause seizure. Many cases of epilepsy relapse claim the life of sufferer due to delay in treatment and preventive care. And Indonesia is a developing country with a population of 278 million, which of 1.5 million are epilepsy sufferers with a prevalence of 0.5 until 0.6% per year. Epilepsy can affect to anyone, including children, adolescent, adult, and old age. People with epilepsy who experience high-intensity seizure generally experience decreased function. When epilepsy relapse and seizure lasts more than 5 minutes, the patient must get medical help immediately. Otherwise, it will have a fatal impact and can be long-term, such as increasing the frequency of seizure. Therefore, epilepsy patients need constant surveillance of their surrounding. So, basic all of the problem, we have solution to make CBER, our epilepsy bracelet, as a monitoring system for epilepsy sufferer. Next. And this is our validation expert and our copyright or hak cipta. Next. And this is our reference that we use in our project. Next.
Next, for the method, we use R&D or research and development. R&D is a research method used to make a product and test the effectiveness of the product. And here's the step that we use. The first is create a formulation of the problem. Next is collecting data by study literature and survey. Next is design cyber tool. Next is revisit the cyber tool. Next is cyber tool trial. We're conducting experiment on the respondents. And final is final product stage. Our tool also use Arduino programming. Arduino works by controlling electronic signal through input and output pins found on the microcontroller board. Input pins can be used to read the values from the sensor, while the output pins can be used to control the motors or LED light. Arduino also uses the C programming language. Next is the tool and material. The first is battery matchboard, 3.7 volt and 3,500 milliampere per hour. Next is oximeter, MAX 30102, and next is microprocessor, ESP32, and the last is strap.
Next. So the next is the result and discussion. Based on the result of trial with 15 respondents, we have the result that CBER can effectively to detect epileptic relapse through two parameters, its heart rate and oxygen saturation, and also can giving the alerts and giving live location through the application that has been available. The next is the way this tool works. The way this tool works is used on the wrist, and the oximeter sensor must be located on the user pulse. The sensor called MAX 30102. So the sensor will reflect light into the skin, where the veins are visible, and will be captured by the camera at the sensor. The data have been captured will be sent to microprocessor ESP32 and will be appear the data like that screen right there on the screen. The first screen is before being used by the solver. It's written BPM no finder, while the second screen is after being used by the solver. It's written the BPM is 78.6. The next is an example of the chat that closest relative get through the application when the software reaches the BPM below 60 and the oxygen saturation below 19%. Next.
Next is our SWOT. SWOT analysis is strategic planning and strategic management technique used to help a person or organization identify strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats related to project planning. First is our strength is our tool is able to detect the heart rate and oxygen saturation, and if the user experience have a relapse, our tools can alert the user's closest relatives or closest family so that user can be treated immediately and know their condition. Next is our weakness. Our tool is not that equipped with the waterproof feature. So if users do activities in water, our tool cannot be used. Beside that, our tool is also not equipped with a low battery indicator. Next is our opportunities. Our tool will be developed to add waterproof features and features that can be support daily user activities. Last is threats. If our tool has an error, the data displayed is not accurate, and our tool is not yet equipped with a low battery indicator. Next is our fishbone.
Next is our fishbone, and first is economic. We will sell our tool an affordable price so that everyone can buy and use our tool. Second, in social, we want to educate people that epilepsy is not a contagious disease and is not a family disgrace. Third, in technology, our tool be developed by adding features that can help in daily use, such as WhatsApp, alarms, and others. Less in environment, our tool will be developed by making the bracelet strap for recycled materials so that we can also help reduce waste.
Next. Based on the data and result that we have obtained through the research we have done, it can be concluded that CBER is an effective and responsive tool in detecting epilepsy relapse through the heart rate and heart saturation. And also CBER can call the families and giving the live location when the sufferer getting relapse. So the families knowing their location and their condition will call the nearby health services. Thank you for
our presentation.
Any question?
Check. Wah, very interesting idea. So, can you explain, why the epilepsy person use your product instead of using the existing smartwatch? What are the differences?
Thank you for the question. I explain why epilepsy sufferers will choose our tools because our tools have many features to that specialize from epilepsy sufferers, like detect oxygen saturation, heart rate, and the features is help them immediately with the like closest hospital, uh, and we have an application to connect the epilepsy sufferer with the family, and then the family can know the condition the epilepsy suffers and know the epilepsy sufferers live location and graphic for frequency relapse. Thank you.
Oh, so this bracelet or this smartwatch is specially used for epilepsy, right? So, so what your future strategy for the future? What is your strategy for the future?
First, in future, we will sell our tool at an agreeable price so that everyone can buy it and use our tool. And then we want to educate people that epilepsy is not contagious disease and it's not a family disgrace. And then our tool will develop by making the bracelet for bracelet strap from recycled material so that we can help also reduce weights. And also we can develop by adding feature that can help in daily activities such as WhatsApp, alarms, and others.
Okay, maybe for the other participant, any questions? Yeah, please come here.
Okay, excuse me. Let me introduce myself. My name is Farhan Falhana from Banana Steam. Banana Steam team. Let me give the question. Do your product have a durability protection and there are any future developments for your products? Thank you. Do your product have durability protection and there are any future development for your products? Thank you.
So for the durability protection, we don't have for now, but we can develop in another time if we have a long time the durability for waterproof feature and also the low battery sensor. And also for the future, we can make this tool with another feature that complete with WhatsApp, camera, recording voice and others. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Sorry for my English. I will ask to the team using bahasa. Eh, Sebenarnya bukan ke pertanyaan sih, lebih ke advice aja. Jadi yang pertama, tim dari Semanisda ada beberapa yang perlu diluruskan terkait konsep microcontroller dan microprosesor. Ini sebenarnya dalam ilmu hardware itu adalah dua konsep yang berbeda, tapi so far so good. Jadi ISP 32 itu bukan mikroprosesor tetapi adalah microcontroller. Lalu ke depan mungkin saran untuk tim dari Semanisda agar hasil pembacaan sensor itu bisa lebih akurat. Nah, hal yang pertama yang perlu dilakukan adalah menggunakan metode pendeteksian tertentu seperti fuzzy logic itu yang paling basic. Nah, nanti bisa apa ya dikembangkan supaya hasilnya bisa lebih akurat karena ini kan terkait dengan penyakit ya tadi ya. Nah, itu. Terima kasih, itu aja saran dari saya.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih atas sarannya.
We know that so I'm Ahmad Rafael Kinata from the Smanista, and due to the epileptic individual, there are needs to be loosen their clothing for better blood circulation. And if does so, does the device have a feature to accommodate this? And also, what are the unique features of your device compared to the Embrace epilepsy detection wristband developed by MIT College in 2016, which also alerts epilepsy, and also they can warning the family of the epileptic individuals. So what are the uniques of the products?
Sorry,
Thank you.
can you repeat the question?
Okay.
Please speak slowly.
So the epileptic individuals, it needs to be loosen their clothing for better blood circulation. And if that's so, does your device have a feature to accommodate this? And also, what are the unique features of your device compared to the Embrace epilepsy detection wristband that has been developed by MIT student in the year of 2016, which also the alert the family of the epileptic individuals. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So first, the unique features that we have in our tool is our tools have a application that can share a live location to their family or epilepsy suffer family, and then also have a graphic frequency of the relates. So their family can see the live location of the patient. Bedanya. Okay, and the wristband, our tool is can use in comfortable in daily activity. So the user is very comfortable when use our tool than our wristband. This is enough.
Thank you for the question.
Let me introduce myself. I am Badrika and I'm from SDS Global Mandiri. Does your device have a warranty? If there is, how long is the warranty?
Okay.
Because we don't, for now, we don't sell our tools, so this is not currency for freelance. So because our tool is not sell for now, so we don't have a currency for a user. Because our tool is like a prototype for now. Thank you. Any question?
All right, so I think that's all from this team. Yeah, that was very impressive presentation. Give applause to this team. All right, and thank you for the judges and all the audience for the questions. All right, before you end your presentation, do you have anything to say or closing statement to the audience? Yes, please.
So we have a closing statement. Cyber with you all the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, everyone. After this, we are going to have explanation or presentation from the mayor city of Malang. But before we move into the agenda, we are going to play IIEX promotion video. So for the audience, we would like to request you to stay on the room. Jadi dimohon untuk para hadirin untuk tetap berada di ruangan. Terima kasih.
Hai, tahukah kamu bahwa Semarang menjadi salah satu basis komunitas IYSA terbesar di Indonesia? Karena itu, tidak hanya 1-2 event, tapi ada 3 event yang diselenggarakan oleh IYSA secara offline di Semarang. Dan salah satunya diselenggarakan di Polines, yaitu event I3EX, Indonesia International Invention Expo. Di tahun 2023 Agustus kemarin, berhasil ada 85 tim offline yang mengikuti lomba I3EX ini. Dan juga diikuti oleh sekitar 200 lebih tim secara online. Nah, untuk tahun 2024, I3EX akan berlangsung lebih cepat, yakni di bulan April 2024 setelah libur Hari Raya Idul Fitri. Nah, pastikan kamu mendaftar di event bergengsi ini karena pesertanya akan banyak sekali dan kuota venue terbatas. Ayo segera daftar ke I3EX 2024.
Hai NICMS dan IICMS Mates, siapa nih yang udah nggak sabar untuk 2 event IYSA ini? We have some exciting information for you. Pendaftaran IICMS dan NICMS 2024 akan segera dibuka loh. Dan kali ini ada sesuatu yang baru loh untuk kalian semua. Ada yang bisa tebak gak kira-kira apa nih yang baru dari event NICMS dan IICMS 2024? Tulis di kolom komentar ya. Halo teman-teman, siapa nih yang sudah menonton video aku yang satu ini? Jadi, apakah teman-teman udah bisa menebak apa sih yang baru dari event NICMS dan IICMS? Oke teman-teman, jadi di event NICMS dan IICMS kita ada 2 kategori baru loh, yaitu kategori animasi dan game. Kira-kira bener gak nih tebakan kalian di video sebelumnya? Jadi, bagi teman-teman yang sudah memiliki karya di bidang animasi dan game, teman-teman bisa langsung mendaftarkan karya kalian di official website kami yaitu www.iicms.or.id. Jangan lupa ya.
Di bulan Mei nanti, IYSA akan kembali menyelenggarakan event WSEEC untuk keempat kalinya. Dan event ini akan kembali diselenggarakan di Universitas Pancasila Jakarta. Catat tanggalnya ya, event ini akan diselenggarakan 13 Mei sampai dengan 17 Mei 2024. Ayo daftarkan diri kamu dan juga tim kamu melalui website www.wsec.or.id. Sampai jumpa di Jakarta, bye-bye!
lugar. Lo que daría por llenar este lugar con el tacto de una flor y la música del mar. Cuánto nada cuesta tanto como tener el cielo entre mis manos y no ver a quién se va. Canto ya seguro.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.